It began like any other high-profile episode of The View's star-studded guest list. An audience buzzing with anticipation, and a table of opinionated hosts ready to stir the pot. But no one in that New York City studio, nor the millions watching at home, could have predicted the emotional storm about to unfold between Meghan Markle and Angelina Jolie. From the moment Meghan took her seat, there was an air of quiet tension. She wore her signature poised smile, but her body language told another story, her shoulders just a little too square, her gaze darting between the hosts. Rumors had been swirling for months about a rift between her and Angelina, whispers of clashing humanitarian visions and competing media narratives. The producers had booked them both for the same segment, and though the public believed it was coincidence, insiders knew it was deliberate. Conflict meant ratings. The conversation began smoothly enough, light banter about philanthropy, the challenges of public life, and balancing career with motherhood. But when co-host Sunny Hostin asked a pointed question about authentic advocacy versus performative activism, Meghan's eyes sharpened. Well, Meghan said with a faint edge, "I believe that true humanitarian work comes from lived experience, from knowing what it's like to fight for your voice in a system determined to silence you. It's not about photo ops or press releases, it's about being on the ground, connected to real people." There was a brief silence, the kind that hums like static before a lightning strike. Angelina, sitting opposite Meghan, lifted her chin. "I agree with much of that," she began, her tone calm but laced with steel. "But I also think there's a danger in making the work about ourselves. It's not the world's job to validate us because we feel unheard. The people we serve are the story, not us. And sometimes, turning pain into a brand can overshadow the cause entirely." The studio air thickened. A few audience members shifted uncomfortably. Who was she aiming at? Everyone knew. Meghan's smile tightened. "Are you suggesting that speaking about your own struggles is self-serving? Because I've found that sharing personal truths inspires others to do the same." Angelina didn't blink. "I'm suggesting that there's a line. And if we cross it too often, the focus shifts from the mission to the messenger. I've met refugees who will never see a red carpet, who don't care about media interviews. They just want someone who stays when the cameras go away." It wasn't shouting. It wasn't name-calling. But in that moment, Angelina's words hit like a hammer wrapped in silk. Meghan's carefully constructed composure cracked just slightly, but enough for the audience to see. Her lips parted as if to respond, then closed again. The cameras caught everything. One of the hosts quickly jumped in, trying to lighten the mood, but the shift was irreversible. Angelina's calm authority had landed, and Meghan, for once, seemed at a loss for words. The conversation moved on, but social media did not. Clips of the exchange went viral within hours. Hashtags like #Angelina mic drop and #Meghan silenced trending worldwide. Comment sections exploded with debates, some praising Meghan for speaking her truth, others applauding Angelina for holding her to a higher standard. Backstage after the show, a source later revealed, Meghan sat quietly in the green room, scrolling through her phone while Angelina chatted warmly with crew members, posing for photos and thanking everyone by name. When they finally crossed paths, there was no dramatic apology, no whispered reconciliation, just a brief nod from Angelina, and Meghan looking away. And yet, for all the headlines calling it a humiliation, something shifted in Meghan in the weeks that followed. She began showing up to certain charity visits without a press team, meeting with grassroots organizers privately. The next time she spoke at a public event, she focused entirely on the cause, barely mentioning her own story at all. Perhaps Angelina hadn't just silenced her, perhaps she had challenged her. And perhaps that challenge would change Meghan's advocacy forever. Because sometimes the most powerful clashes aren't meant to destroy, meant to awaken. And on that stage, under the bright lights of The View, a lesson was delivered in the sharpest, most unforgettable way possible.